Hey, what's going on, guys? This is your boy C-Will back to you with another video. Man, I'm super excited today because today is C-Will's Tech Tuesdays, and man, we got some good stuff today. But if this is your first time here, welcome. Here we do everything tech, all things tech. Whatever it is, we like to do it. And if you're a returning viewer, I appreciate you the most because you keep everything going. So without further ado, let's get into this video. All right, so the first thing that we got up, man, if you didn't have a chance to be able to take a look at the stream we did last night on Call of Duty Modern Warfare, I appreciate everybody who definitely joined me on the stream. I appreciate you hitting me up in the chat and asking questions and talking about tech stuff. Man, we had a good time last night. So if you had a chance to be able to check me out on campaign mode, we was continuing that. So if you haven't had the chance to check us out last night, make sure that you go to the YouTube page and check out the stream from last night. So you'll definitely see that in my recent uploads. Man, we had a good time. So the next thing that we got up on the list is definitely Threadripper. Oh my goodness. So we finally got some official announcements. There's been a bunch of rumors and stuff going on. First and foremost, Threadripper is not for everybody. As you can see here, looking at these prices, if you want the best processor that you could be able to get your hands on, then this is definitely it. So we starting off with the 3960X at $1399, 24 cores, 48 threads, 4.5 gigahertz boost, 3.8 base, 140 megabytes of cache total, and then you have the creme de la creme, the 3970X with 32 cores, 64 threads, 4.5 boost, 3.7 base, 144 megabytes of a cache total, and that's for $2,000. So first and foremost, this is not for your average consumer. These are definitely meant for people who are very much into heavy content creation, 4K, 6K, 8K editing. I would love to get my hands on a 24 core 48 thread. I don't need the 32, but a 24 core with a 4.5 gigahertz boost and 3.8 base. Yeah, I think I could be able to put those cores to use. Definitely doing more 4K video editing, streaming, doing a lot of encoding, transcoding stuff. I'm doing like all types of stuff right now. So I definitely have a use case for this. So maybe we don't know what the future may hold. I know right now, $13.99, I would pretty much have to sell a kidney. When it comes to performance though, they threw some numbers out there. So they are definitely putting this up against the Core i9 9980XE, which is an 18 core 36 thread chip. This is the highest core count chip that Intel has for their high-end desktop. And so as you can see, the actual 3960X is up 31%. using Chromium release 78 compile, and then the actual 3970X is 43%. Unreal Engine, Adobe Premiere, which is a big, I use this a lot. 4K YouTube preset is up 22% with the 3960X and 47% with the 3970X. And man, that's freaking amazing. Cinebench scores, whew, up to 54% on the 3960X. That's crazy. So right now, Intel is also going through a situation where they're dropping the price down on their chips. They got their new 10 series high-end desktop chips that's coming out. I did a video on about that, so you could check out that information on another Tech Tuesdays video. But $13.99, I hope they drop the prices down. I really do, because I definitely want to be able to get my hands on that chip. And definitely just put it through the paces, do some testing, do some of everything with it. Scrolling down here, it just talks a little bit about the architecture. I'm not gonna go into that. The TRX 40, which is a new chipset, so only the new Threadrippers will be able to use that chipset. So if you currently have a Threadripper, you can't. There's no backwards compatibility. And so you'll definitely get a new motherboard and a new chip. And I think the motherboards are probably going to start off between $450 and $500 starting off. So you're talking about at least almost about $2,000 to get the minimum new 3rd generation Threadripper and motherboard. Minimum about $2,000. That's a lot. That's a lot. But never know what we could be able to get done here on the channel. Oh man. So now availability for this is November the 25th. Now, the one that I am super interested in, and I think I passed it. Here we go. It's the 3950X. Now, this is actually a part of AM4 platform. So 3600, 3600X, 3700, 3700X, 3800X, and the 3900X, along with the 3950X, all use the same chipset. This is the top of the line version of this is where it hits the top of their regular desktop chipsets. So 16 cores, 32 threads. Basically what it is two 3700X chips on one chipset, because the 3700X is an 8-core chip, 16 threads, and this is like, I think, so basically it's just two of those on one chipset, which gives it 16 cores, 32 threads, 3.5 base, 4.7 boost, 72 megabytes worth of cache, 105 watt TDP. This is available also on November the 25th, and I am currently in the process of selling my 9900K and also my Z390 Aorus Ultra motherboard to be able to get the 3950X and a new X570 motherboard. Yeah, I just built the AMD system, so if you had had the chance, you could definitely check that out. Hit one of the cards up at the top, and it's awesome. It's a 3600X build, entry-level build. I got it done for less than, well, it's around about $900, pretty much retail, but I got it for a little bit cheaper than that. But I did that build. I definitely use it for encoding, streaming, dedicated streaming, encoding, and also doing some 1080p benchmarking tests and stuff like that. I also want to get this as my main system for video editing, and doing a host of all type of other stuff with 4K and stuff like that. So do I need it? No. But do I want it? Absolutely. Because I'll definitely be able to, when we're talking about multitasking and doing some of my workloads, I could be able to get done a whole lot quicker. I'll give you an example. I was editing a 4K 16-minute video. It took me 48 minutes for it to render out. And if I had the 3950X, I probably could have got an increase in speed or performance, or maybe it would be between 20 to 25% increase in performance. So time is money. And so if eventually I'm going to get to the point where I'm actually creating my videos a week in advance, and if I'm doing 3 or 4 videos a week, then that starts to compound and starts to add up. So I definitely want to make sure I got something that's going to take me along the way. And the 9900K is a great gaming chip. It's great at 4K editing, but it just doesn't have the amount of cores and threads that you could be able to get with the 3950X. So keep that in mind. It comes out on November 25th. I am definitely trying to get that at least the day that it comes out, if not a couple of weeks after that. So all right, so the next thing that we have on the list is the i9 9900KS. This is basically the same chip that I have, except that it's a higher bin chip. Basically out of the box, they made a couple of changes to it. So it talks about some of the pluses: 5 gigahertz on all cores, especially being silicon, leads all CPUs and gaming performance. Yeah, it's the top of the line gaming machine. And the 9900K was the top of the line gaming machine. But I am going to skip down to a couple of things here. I just want to show you this chart. So it talks about the base clock is 4 gigahertz, but it boosts up to 5 gigahertz on all cores. So this is something that Intel has never done. So this is a little bit different. And then the actual price that they're talking about is $513. Don't know how long it's going to stay at that price. Probably right now, I'm pretty sure it's probably higher than that. They are doing this for a limited time only. If you want the best gaming experience, if you do competitive gaming, you got a 240 hertz monitor, something along those lines, that you doing 1080p gaming, then if you are in the market for a chip like this, this is the best time to be able to get it. If you're really not into competitive gaming, where you're trying to hit those really high refresh rates at 1080p, I would definitely recommend that you get a Ryzen. For the same price, you could get the Ryzen 3900X. You get 12 cores, 24 threads, and if you're gaming at 1440p and 4K, you're pretty much going to get the same type of level of experience that you will with a 9900K. So definitely make sure that you be careful with what you're getting, make the right decision for yourself. If you're going to be doing some content creation, or you want to do some heavy multitasking, you're going to be doing some other things other than gaming or along with gaming, then definitely get the 3900X or above. If you're talking about the $500 price point, you'll definitely get more bang for your buck. So 9900KS, not a lot to talk about with that. It's just a 9900K, except it's a higher band chip. That's pretty much it. Let's see. Oh, and speaking of that, again, if you want to purchase my 9900K and also my Z390 motherboard, I'm selling it as a bundle for $675. So if you're super interested in that, definitely DM me. Matter of fact, you can follow me on Twitter, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram at Wilcreatives, and we could definitely chat one-on-one, direct message me. You can also, if you want to, definitely make sure that you join our Discord. We could talk about all type of tech stuff. We could talk one-on-one. You can send me direct messages, or you can ask me anything. The link is in the description below for the invite, so definitely join the Discord. But yeah, we'll talk about that type of stuff. So next thing on the list is definitely the NVIDIA driver that has just been released for Jedi Fallen Order, which comes out this Friday on the 15th, which is my birthday. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. And that's the NVIDIA driver. It's the 441.20 driver, and I actually just updated my driver to this. So I'm definitely looking for, if you're a Star Wars fan, so I'm definitely looking for the new Star Wars game to come out. Looking to play for that, looking to play that game very heavily. Seen some great reviews on it and stuff like that, so I'm looking forward to it. But speaking of Star Wars, Disney Plus was just released today, and I'm not sponsored by them. I'm not having this up or anything, but one of the things that piqued my interest about Disney Plus, I have Verizon, and with Verizon, they are offering a crazy deal. Basically, if you have an unlimited plan with Verizon, and I'm just speaking for Verizon Wireless, I know if you have some of the other plans, they'll do it too, but for Verizon Wireless, if you have the unlimited plan, they are giving you Disney Plus free for a year. So it's $6.99 per month. And you could start a free trial, you can do all the other stuff. But if you have Verizon, you get Disney Plus. You could, make sure you sign into your account. You can sign up for Disney Plus. It's free for a year. I was excited about this because of this right here, Star Wars Mandalorian. Oh my goodness. This first episode that was released today was absolutely amazing. It was amazing, man. So definitely make sure that you check that out. And if you have it, and it's exclusive, so I know what Disney is doing. They are fighting against Netflix and all this stuff. And last but not least, we have Red Dead Redemption 2, the PC port. Yes, if you haven't heard by now, there's a lot of things going on with this PC port. It's not optimized, crashing, freezes with the Rockstar launcher. Some people are not even being able to get the game to launch. People are having stutters, hitches, at different resolutions, different gear. You have the Vulkan API, and then you also have DirectX 12, and people have been having issues with both of those. I was just about to buy this game and download it and do some content on the channel for it, but I'm not spending $60 for bugs like this. This is absolutely ridiculous. I'm not doing it. I'm not setting myself up for failure. And I don't want to go through the process of trying to get a refund if I become just one of those lucky consumers that, oh hey, I can't launch the game that I just spent all this money on. So I'm going to wait until they at least fix some of the bugs that's going on. But yeah, if you haven't purchased Red Dead Redemption 2 on PC, I will wait. I would definitely wait. I wouldn't waste my money on it until they fix it. I heard it was an incredible game. It looks incredible. And I also heard that you need incredible hardware. So I have a 9900K and a 2080 Ti Extreme, and I've heard just horror stories for 4K. So I definitely want to try to check it out. But I'm just going to wait at least another week or so. And hopefully they'll fix all the, at least 75% of the bugs that we have in it. So that's it for Tech Tuesdays, man. Again, don't forget to follow me. Hit subscribe, hit like, and hit the bell so you receive all my notifications. Follow me on all forms of social media. That's Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Wilcreatives. And I'll see you in the next video.